Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and before we go anywhere, let's quick use the old RNG to decide which soundtrack we listen to for this video. And between a 1, 2, or 3, we get a 3, so it's right back to the piano solos. Come on. There we go. So let's go quick take care of that. Alright, it's piano time. And I think for today's video, I want to do a bit of an Arcana spotlight for Quantum Edge. I had actually used that for the previous video, and found myself going, you know what? This really isn't bad. Why does everyone say this is so awful? So... So right now I'm just testing which basic would be best to show this off with. So let me use it one more time to see how many swords it creates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it creates the 5 elemental swords, a sword of darkness, and an iron sword. I assume it's iron. I could very well be wrong about that. Alright, so a little further information. Quantum Edge counts as both buff and projectile, so that's nice. Then we're going to be using the Bouncing Blaze. And seeing as I've more or less created, kind of by accident, but kind of not, a very interesting kind of projectile-based build, I think I'm just gonna roll with that. I know, oh, big surprise, Dark Sage is doing a projectile build. And what will he think of next? But that's not necessarily what I was thinking. I was actually not putting a lot of emphasis on any one thing before I got started. I was just thinking, yeah, I want to show off Quantum Edge. It just turns out that it counts as a projectile. Problem is, I'm not sure which projectile-based signature I want to use. That'll work. So now you might be thinking, okay, we'll take Gloves of Gambit and call it a day. No, I'm actually going to take the Hunter's Stiletto, because the Quantum Edge actually, like, most of the swords actually have a status effect attached to them. So we are going to make good use of that. Let's get our gold. I don't care about any of that. And actually, I don't need to start anywhere specific either, so let's just roll. Shu, the twins, and Freya. Alright. Those of you who have been kind of paying attention to what I've been doing have probably noticed that I finally posted up a new Wizard of Metal poll. I haven't done a full-on poll in a while. And the last couple of Wizard of Metal episodes I did basically because I felt like it, and those were songs I wanted to talk about. This time we're back to the full-on poll, and I really hope you guys will vote in that and let me know what songs you're interested in hearing about and seeing turned into a... Hold on, I gotta try to not die here. Yeah, this room lasts forever. But yeah, hopefully you guys will take some interest in what we're doing. Or, I guess when I say we, I mean I. Well, you know I want this, but I also want to make sure that I know what Arcana are for sale. This is one of those runes that I've always described as being some of the most dangerous in the game, just because the rune spends so much time, so much of its energy limiting your movement abilities. And of course, there's like 1,000 enemies in this room because, you know. Whew. Alright, that was stressful enough. You know what, screw it. Give me my fucking tiara. Yes, it looks gaudy against this black robe, I just don't care. Here we go. So the way this works is when you use Quantum Edge, it summons seven magical blades that hover alongside you, and they launch out whenever you launch something that's considered a separate attack. And so it doesn't matter how many hits that attack launches. All that matters is that it's considered a separate attack. So for that reason, it's typically best to pair it off with your basic, because your basic will typically fires in volleys of 3 attacks. And that was not supposed to be diagonal, but oh well. And then as you can see, I still have 1 sword left. Now the cooldown on Quantum Edge doesn't actually start until you've fired off all of your swords. So so if you're trying to get the spell to hit cooldown faster, you just essentially waste your swords and call it good there. But if you use it and the enemies are gone before you've used all your swords. So as you can see, I'm just very carefully controlling how I use my swords there. Hello Nocturne, how are you? And if you very carefully control how you use your swords, you can get a lot of work done. Or if you're just trying to spam out a lot of damage, you summon the swords and then just go buck wild. Alright, well this is easy. We've got ourselves access to that. Let's use it. So now we've got the upgrade for that, but we can also go talk to Nocturne and see if we can see if, you know, random chances on our side. Alright, what do we at? Alright, so yeah, I think, well, Ice Spear might be one of the first things to go just because it's just because it is going to be resisted by both the twins and Freya, so that one will probably end up being dismissed later for something more useful. But for right now, it's okay. You know, take that for what it's worth. So another little nuance about Quantum Edge that I think is interesting is that each sword does count as whatever element it's conjured as. So the ice sword actually counts as water damage, the fire sword counts as fire damage, and so on and so forth. So you can get each weapon to affect what it's supposed to affect. I do not know if I want to upgrade my robe or not. Let's wait and see what else comes of this. Beautifully executed. I love it. Hello, sir. Do you have anything I like? Maybe the tapping glove. Maybe. Hey, it's not a bad item, to be sure. Oh, well, hold on. I see Violent Thornstorm there. I kinda want that. You know how I feel about throwing cacti at people. So that is going to definitely replace Ice Spear. And yes, I'm going to break everything, mostly because I can. And we still have one sword left over to do something with. We don't have a lot of time to do something with it. That felt so primal, I love it. And the other thing that I really like about the Quantum Edge is that I can activate it, but then not necessarily do anything with it immediately. I can just hang on to it. So I'm not obligated to just throw it out, to throw out all my swords if I don't need to right away. Owie. I mean, let's be fair, I kind of had that coming. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab Violent Thornstorm. We're not going to use it right away because Shu is actually going to resist the Violent Thornstorm. But then after that... There we go. Beautifully done. And I'm not going to grab that. Sorry, I know there's at least one of you out there that really digs Blazing Onslaught. I'm just not that person, so sorry. I know I'm boring, but, you know, sometimes it's best to go with things that you know are reliable rather than trying to use things that are, a little janky at times. And for what it's worth, no, I didn't change my mind on Violent Thornstorm, I just forgot to equip it. Ooh, hello, stone dragons. Problem is, they don't count as projectiles. So... And honestly, though, my build isn't exactly contingent on projectile use, so I might come back for that. But again, that's gonna be highly contingent on It's gonna be highly contingent on what else I find. Who knows, maybe relics are where the game is at right now. Even though I've so far found one relic that I actually wanted to take and wasn't overshadowed by something else. So, you know, there's that. So far, so good. As per usual, watch yourself in rooms that don't offer you a lot of space to move around in, because that is how you get yourself in trouble in this game, by getting cornered. Why are you still alive? Go away. There we go. Oh, hi! You have anything I like? Yes and no. And no, I am not taking double trouble this time. Okay, I'm gonna take that, though. And do I want tapping gloves? Now, hold on. So that will probably make it so that you can just kind of hang on to the swords for longer. But typically, I don't think that's one of those things that's really going to be necessary for this particular Arcana. I just think it's like, it has a use, but it's not a strong use. It just kind of feels like it's something that you can put up just to say it's up, but honestly, if you're going to use Demi's Teapot, you're best using it with either Fueled Berserk or Evading Zephyr. So what is it about Quantum Edge that I like? I think part of it is the versatility. So I can honestly say that with a move like Quantum Edge, you can get a lot of bang for your buck. Then the other thing is just, it's unique. It's a buff arcana that does something that really plays to my personal strengths. Now, I know Fueled Berserk is also really versatile, but more often than not, when you see Fueled Berserk, it's paired with Earth Knuckled because, to be fair, that's the only way that Earth Knuckled is actually good. So, more often than not, I just kind of feel as though... Yay! Oof. Room stresses me out every time I see it. I don't know, I look at Quantum Edge, I'm like, this spell does a lot, and it seems like it can go well with a lot of different builds. Someone left me a Christmas present. So, I mean, if I wanted to summoned agents, there they all are. I love the idea that it just kind of did that, but I don't want summoned agents right now. Not it. Oplark, in case I wanted to run the old Ultra combo setup, but I mean I don't even have the right arcana for the Ultra combo setup, so sweet. I have confirmed gravity is still a thing. Yeah, real honestly, Quantum Edge just kind of goes well with everything. I mean, unless you're working strictly with a like all melee setup, I'd still say that Quantum Edge can comfortably work its way into just about any build. It's just good. Ooh, I would feel bad for not offering Cremire something, but not anything I want to offer him yet. And even the freebies that I found didn't come with any relics, so... I don't know, keep looking around. And as you can see, I decided to go with the Hunter Stiletto setup, and right now that seems to be working wonders. Alright, so even though Cartographer's Quill won't do much, and when I say that, I just mean it won't do as much as if I had it from the beginning of the run, it will still do something, it will still be effective. That I can dig. Okay, I'm tired of you and your summons. I am good. I am definitely good. So, unfortunately, I can't really give Cremire anything. Feels disrespectful. He came all the way here from Undermine just to see if there's anything we could sell him that would help in his predicament. But unfortunately, I've nothing. Everything I have is going towards a different cause. Namely, the cause of beating up a bunch of mages who think they're better than everybody else. And there we go. And for those of you wondering, are you doing this just because you used it yesterday in your mystery box video and you really liked it? Yeah. That's pretty much entirely why I'm using it. But there is something else too that I wanted to make sure that what I was experiencing with it wasn't just a fluke, because I know that there was at least a bit of a consensus on my Discord that Quantum Edge was going to be kind of not so good when it first released, and I'm using it going, but I like it. Am I missing something? What's wrong here? Oh my god, I hate elemental summoners so much. Yeah, it's got range, it's got decent strength, and it inflicts status effects like nobody's business. It's got a bit of an area of effect. Like, I don't really understand why everyone was so down on this when it first came out. And maybe when it first came out it wasn't that strong? I don't know, but I'm looking at it now going, yeah, this is a really good Arcana, and more people should be trying it out. Preferably with a controller that doesn't accidentally shift to up inputs. Yeah, baby. Eat those caltrops and you like it. Beautiful. So he's still a fan of throwing a rapidly spinning cactus at people. There's something very interesting about the spells that are about cacti. It's like the devs were looking at that going, we need something to put in the Earth Arcana that represents nature and spikes. Because there are lots of things in nature that have spikes. And they had come up with two things, roses and cacti. I don't know, I'm just talking out of my ass. You can see where I'm coming from, right? This is just a sudden influx of cacti. I would also like to have a look at Storm Entourage, see if that spell is interesting or useful. At the moment, I'm not 100% sure. It's one of those things where it seems like it has potential, but I'm just not 100%. There we go. Let's look over the cursed relics again, see if there's anything here I like. I'm good on that. Burst Mage recovers fast. Like, I wasn't aware, but he seems to recover faster than most of the other mini-bosses. Which I guess is a nice little consolation prize for him essentially being dumbed down and nerfed from what he was at before. It used to be Burst Mage could end runs. Now it's Grand Summoner that can end runs, and Burst Mage is just going, remember the glory days when I used to be weird? Like, I don't know if anyone was actually legit afraid of seeing him show up in their runs, but... well, I'm in trouble. Okay, that helps. Gotta play it real careful now. Or not. But that is why I picked up the Halo, because I could see a scenario in which I was going to be in a lot of trouble. Alright, so I know which one I'm going to pick up. Well, that's it. Looking over the run, yeah, actually, I kind of feel like I got a little gypped. Now, I know some of you are going to look at this and go, oh, you lost while showing off Quantum Edge? See, it's not any good at all. Well, no. You see, I lost because of lots of incoming elemental damage that I couldn't do anything about. That wouldn't have changed no matter what run I was using. But there is something to be said for the idea that I didn't have a whole lot that hit in a circle, so... I don't know, maybe something that offered a little bit more area control, but either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did like it, and again, I stress that I'm about to go into a completely separate idea. That's called a run-on sentence. But if you liked what you saw, then hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel to get more stuff coming your way. Drop me a like, leave me a comment. I love having a discussion about how things went. And yeah, give Quantum Edge a try. It's much better than the kind of like, bleh, no one's gonna care about this that I thought it would be. And I think I need to practice. I feel like I have lost my groove. I've been having a bad time with Wizard of Legend lately. So I feel like I need to get some practice and get my groove back, but that's a whole nother story. So thank you guys very much for watching. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.